What if the power to build custom software to solve the exact problems your business faces was no longer exclusively in the hands of highly trained coders? What if your marketing manager, your HR specialist, or your logistics coordinator could build the exact application they need in days, not months? This isn't a far-off future. It's the reality of the low-code revolution, and today, we're diving deep into how it works, and more importantly, how to make it a secure and scalable success. For decades, businesses have faced a critical bottleneck. A great idea for a new tool or an efficiency improvement would emerge from a business department, only to join a long queue in the IT department's backlog, waiting for months or even years for development resources to become available. Low-code platforms have shattered this paradigm. By replacing complex lines of code with visual drag-and-drop interfaces and pre-built components, they empower a new class of creators, citizen developers. These are tech-savvy business users who understand the problems intimately and can now build the solutions themselves. But simply handing out low-code licenses without a plan is like giving someone the keys to a race car without any driving lessons. To truly harness its power and avoid chaos, organizations need a strategic roadmap. Let's break down the essential steps to building a mature, scalable, and secure low-code practice. First, you must start with a clear strategy and a specific business problem. Don't adopt low-code just for the sake of technology. Identify a real-world pain point. Is your sales team bogged down by manual reporting? Is your onboarding process a mess of disconnected spreadsheets? Pick a high-impact area and use it as your pilot. A successful first project builds momentum, demonstrates tangible value, and creates internal champions for the new approach. Once you have your why, the next crucial step is to establish a Center of Excellence, or COE. Think of the COE as the air traffic control for your organization's low-code initiatives. It's a centralized team, often a mix of IT and business experts, that ensures applications are high quality, consistent, and maintainable. The COE has three primary responsibilities. First is governance. This is about establishing the rules of the road. Well, dive much deeper into this in a moment, but it's the absolute foundation of a safe, low-code environment. Second is training and support. The COE is responsible for providing comprehensive training, clear documentation, and hands-on support to empower and upskill your new citizen developers. They are the coaches, ensuring everyone knows how to use the tools effectively and responsibly. Third is component library management. The COE oversees a library of reusable components. These are often built by professional developers. Things like a secure connection to a customer database, a standard address verification tool, or a company-branded UI template. Citizen developers can then use these pre-approved, pre-built blocks to assemble their applications, which massively accelerates development and ensures consistency. Now let's focus on the most critical pillar, prioritizing governance and security from day one. Empowerment without guardrails is a recipe for disaster. Imagine dozens, or even hundreds, of employees building apps without any oversight. You could face data breaches, performance issues, and a chaotic mess of unsupported, insecure applications. A strong governance framework is essential to mitigate these risks. There are 4 key questions your governance plan must answer. First, who can build? Not everyone needs the same level of access. You can define different tiers of developers. A citizen developer might be able to build simple internal apps, while a power user might have access to more data sources. Professional developers, of course, would have the highest level of access to build complex components and integrations. Second, what data can they access? This is non-negotiable. You must implement strict data access policies. An app builder in the marketing department should not have access to sensitive financial or HR data. Governance ensures that app creators can only use data that is appropriate for their role and function, enforcing the principle of least privilege. Third, what can they build? You need clear guidelines on the types of applications suitable for low-code versus those that still require traditional, Professional coding. A simple workflow automation or a data collection form is a perfect low-code project. A company's core, mission-critical financial transaction system probably is not. Defining these boundaries prevents low-code from being used in inappropriate, high-risk scenarios. And fourth, how are apps reviewed and published? Before an application is deployed to a wider audience, it needs to be vetted. Your COE or IT department should have a review process to check applications for security vulnerabilities, performance bottlenecks, and compliance with company policies and external regulations. This quality control step is the final safety net that ensures citizen development remains a force for good. The next major principle for success is fostering a culture of collaboration between IT and the business. Low code should not create a new silo. It should break down old ones. In the most successful low-code environments, IT transitions from being a gatekeeper to being an enabler. IT's role becomes one of architecting the environment, providing secure access to data and systems, building those complex reusable components we talked about, and coaching business users. This partnership model is a win-win. The business gets the speed and agility it needs to innovate, while IT ensures the solutions are stable, secure, and scalable. Finally, you must invest in continuous training and enablement. Giving an employee a low-code license is not enough. To unlock the true potential of citizen development, you need structured training programs that go beyond just teaching the clicks and drags of the platform. Effective enablement includes training on several key areas. First, problem-solving and process mapping. Teach users how to correctly identify and map a business process before they start building. A well-designed solution starts with a deep understanding of the problem. Second, basic data principles. Users need to understand simple concepts like data relationships and how to structure data effectively. This prevents the creation of inefficient and difficult-to-maintain applications. Third, UI/UX design fundamentals. An application can be functionally perfect, but if it's confusing or difficult to use, people won't adopt it. Training on the basics of creating intuitive, user-friendly interfaces is crucial. And finally, everyone must be trained on the organization's governance rules. Every builder needs to understand the security and compliance guardrails they must operate within. This roadmap, starting with a strategy, building a COE, prioritizing governance, fostering collaboration, and investing in training, is the key to moving beyond ad hoc experimentation and creating a mature, low-code practice that drives sustained innovation. Now, looking ahead, the low-code revolution is not just here to stay. It's accelerating and merging with other powerful technologies. One of the biggest trends is the fusion of AI and low-code, leading to what analysts call hyper-automation. We're seeing this in a few ways. First is AI-assisted development. Imagine AI copilots, embedded in the platform that suggest the next logical step in your workflow. Automatically generate an entire application from a simple text description, or identify potential errors in your logic before you even test the app. The next level is building intelligent applications. Low-code is making it incredibly easy for developers to embed sophisticated AI capabilities directly into their apps. Features like natural language processing for intelligent chatbots, computer vision for image analysis, or predictive analytics for forecasting business outcomes are becoming available as simple drag-and-drop components. And finally, there's AI-driven process mining. AI tools can analyze your existing business processes, automatically identify bottlenecks and inefficiencies, and then recommend or even create automation workflows to fix them. Another major trend is the rise of the composable enterprise. This is the idea that an organization can become incredibly agile by assembling its capabilities from a collection of modular, interchangeable building blocks. Low-code is the perfect engine for this. Businesses can use low-code to quickly create these blocks, called Packaged Business Capabilities, or PBCs. A PBC could be anything from a customer credit check service to an order fulfillment module. These components can then be rapidly combined and reconfigured to create entirely new applications and workflows as market needs change, allowing businesses to adapt at an unprecedented speed. We are also seeing the wall between low-code and professional coding environments completely dissolve. The future isn't a choice between one or the other. It's a seamless fusion. We're seeing platforms with bi-directional code sync, where you can start an app in a low-code environment, export the source code to a professional tool like VS Code for highly complex customizations, and then sync those changes back into the low-code platform. This is coupled with tighter integration into professional DevOps tool chains for version control with Git, automated testing, and CI/CD pipelines, allowing low-code apps to be managed with the same rigor as traditionally coded ones. As the market matures, we're also witnessing increased specialization. Instead of generic, one-size-fits-all platforms, we will see more low-code solutions tailored for specific industries. A healthcare platform will come pre-configured with HIPAA compliance features. A finance platform will have built-in fintech integrations. A manufacturing platform will be optimized for IoT connectivity. This verticalization will dramatically accelerate the time to value for businesses in those sectors. The low-code revolution represents one of the most significant shifts in how we create software since the advent of the internet. It's a powerful answer to the critical business need to build more, faster, and with fewer resources. It has successfully democratized the act of creation, turning business experts into active participants in their own digital transformation. But it's not a magic bullet. Success requires a clear-eyed understanding of its challenges, the potential for vendor lock-in, performance limitations on a massive scale, and above all, the non-negotiable need for robust governance. The myth of no skills needed is a dangerous one. Successful low-code development still demands logic, creativity, and a deep understanding of the business need. Ultimately, low-code doesn't eliminate professional developers, it elevates them. By automating the routine and mundane, low-code frees up highly skilled programmers to focus on the truly complex, high-value challenges, architecting secure systems, building scalable platforms, and innovating at the deepest levels of technology. The future is collaborative, where citizen developers and pro developers work in partnership. The revolution is here, and its convergence with AI and automation promises a future where a great idea can become a functional reality, not in years or months, but in days. The power to build the future is now in more hands than ever before.